Welcome to this week's episode of EFTV.
We hope you're enjoying your week.
I'm Choco.
And I'm Sayo Adeniji. Here's a look at what has happened over the past 2 weeks here at EF Academy, New York.
2 weeks ago, the school artistic side was in full swing. EF was immersed into the artistic world as students and staff organized Art Night, an event that showcased student creativity and diversity through musical performances, theatrical plays, and captivating display of drawings and paintings. And that was not all.
It has also been 2 weeks since Academy Rocks took place. It is a concert featuring students from various backgrounds with a shared passion for music. Some students also took it upon themselves to write their own songs, which gave the performances an authentic feel and resonated with the audience. Adulation by students and staff followed the performances, and it was an event you certainly did not want to miss.
Amazingly, that's what. Now we have a feature of one of our clubs here at EF. Philanthropy Club aims to discuss and act on ways to better our world. Through fundraising and volunteer events, the club helps improve quality of life of people around us. Here a short feature from the club.
I'm thankful for the opportunities I have in life, and
I'm thankful for God and for everything He has done for me.
For all the opportunities my parents gave me, that I'm here, that I have friends, that I can walk, breathe and stuff like that.
what are you thankful for?
I'm thankful to have my life. I'm thankful for my parents who sent me here and for my amazing friends and people who I met here and hope to gonna live with them for like a long time.
I'm thankful for laughter and good vibes.
I'm thankful for this guy right here.
Thankful that dogs exist.
I'm really grateful for my mom and all the hard work she's done to get money for my family so that I could go to school here in the United States.
For coming here, for coming out of like a small island to this big like state country, and like I've got so many friends here and like I'm really happy, so I'm thankful for everything.
I'm very grateful for my mom, what she told me, and she always supports me for my ideas and what I want to do, and the support she gave me is the most important thing in my life, and I'm very grateful for it.
I'm thankful for my younger siblings that I love so much.
Oh, I'm thankful for my friends.
I'm thankful for the house parents giving me advice always and always been caring of us. I'm thankful for Charles.
Okay, I'm grateful for Thomas and the rest of my family.
I'm thankful for Miss Chapman.
I'm thankful for Christmas breaks.
I'm thankful for my friends.
We are thankful for our friends.
I'm thankful for my family and my friends.
I'm thankful for my family and all the opportunities that they've given me.
Thankful for a loving family and for the men and women who serve our great country, for the many opportunities and freedoms that we enjoy because of their service.
During our holidays, there's so much for us to be thankful for, whether that's friends, family, good health, etc. But it's easy to forget that around the world there are other troubles going on where people don't have the same to be thankful for. For example, there's children in Kenya who do not have sufficient resources to get the fair and proper education that we all have. Also, there's also around us in our local community people who do not have enough to have a great daily life or a sufficient daily life. Here at our philanthropy club, we're trying to help support some of these charities through our coffee shop happening every Wednesday, 4 to 6 p.m. Join us, come buy a cup of coffee, where all our proceeds will go towards these charities and others to help their local communities. Thank you.
Up next, we have sports news. This week, we will have a special feature of the boys and girls soccer teams with a few words from the captains of both teams.
The boys and girls soccer team season concluded earlier this month. Both teams worked really hard during the season and came out with many victories. Whether they play home or away, both teams put their best foot forward and made the school proud. Student versus staff games were organized to the end of season on the high note too.
Here is a look at our special feature for this week, the Storm soccer teams.
Hi, my name is Shelby. I'm from Connecticut and I was the soccer captain.
Hey guys, I'm Aaron. I'm a 12th grader from Germany and I was varsity soccer captain this year. I played last year as well, my first year here, and then this year I was lucky enough to continue.
It was actually much better than expected, especially compared to last year since we didn't have a lot of returning players coming back. So I think we did pretty good considering.
This season, I loved it. I got to know a lot of new faces. Not a lot of people returned, which was unfortunate on the one hand because I like the people from last year. But the new people were definitely really nice. I liked them a lot, and also very good soccer players amongst them. So I really enjoyed it.
Over the course of the season, we definitely had improvement, and I think compared to the other teams during that season, we had one of either the highest record or one of the highest records. So I'd say it was pretty good. Well, I'd say there are two of our players that really stood out. Like one girl, Dina, she got injured one game, but she still played through it and came back to practices. And then our keeper, Vanya, she had never played before and she broke her toe in the beginning of the season, so she couldn't play her normal position, but she actually did really well for being a first-time keeper.
I think we had a lot of ups and downs in this season. So I think one of our best games was actually the first one, where we had our whole squad together. It was really nice. It was quite a tough game, like an even opposition. The problem throughout the season was that we mostly had people. We mostly played against teams either a lot weaker than us or quite a lot stronger than us. And I feel like the games where the opposition was a lot weaker, we didn't take it that seriously. And the 1-2 games where they were a lot stronger, that was obviously tough. And then I enjoyed the most the games that were just against even opposition. And I think also that was when we played our best game.
Our other captain, Sophie Spando, she was very motivational and always knew the right thing to say, whether it be a funny joke or something to help encourage somebody, or even to be tough or correct somebody. She was always the one to say the right thing.
I think the main thing was that everyone just understood that the focus wasn't on them, the focus was on the team as a whole. So when people were thinking too much about themselves, I think it was just important for the coaches, us, like me as a captain, Kim, and the other people in our team, to bring those people back together and really put the team into the focus.
I would say try your best, try your hardest, and don't be afraid to hold back, because a lot of students here, they aren't really sure of being on new teams or their teammates or even the coaches. But once you come together, it's just an amazing feeling, and once you start to understand where the team is going, it's extraordinary.
I would just think, enjoy your time. I think that's the most important part. Have a good time, enjoy the time that you have with the people on your team, and just try and become better. I think the best thing you can do is progress over the season, and that's my advice, just try and get better.
Both teams have had successful campaigns this year with numerous victories and reasons for celebration. Even through the lows, all the players invested maximum effort, sometimes even practicing through the rain in order to recover, become stronger, and win bigger. As we move into the winter sports season, there's a lot that other storm teams can take from our soccer teams that will allow them to extend the spirit of competition beyond the borders of EF Academy. Once again, congratulations to both the girls and boys varsity soccer teams. My name is Kevin Jung, and this has been your sports feature for the week.
The girls' volleyball season also ended its successful run a month ago, and played a game against EF staff as well to mark the end of the season. Look forward to a special feature for the volleyball team in the next episode of EF TV.
In other sport news, basketball and cheerleading tryouts took place last week, and the students hoping to make the team push themselves to the limits in demonstrating their skill to the coaches. Congratulations to this year's team, and now tryouts are over. We wish both incoming sports teams all the best this season.
Now we're gonna have a short presentation from Model United Nations Club.
Princeton Model United Nations Conference, founded in LSP Monk, was a truly life-changing and fruitful experience for all of us. We represented the countries Algeria and Sudan and discussed about important real-life issues. And now we would like to share with you some of our thoughts.
Month has given me one of the most valuable lessons about diplomacy, which is that the key to being a successful diplomat is emotional intelligence. Working on the issue of wages in developing countries in the Economic and Financial Committee, along with other delegates, we created the LIFE Plan, in which L stands for legislation, I stands for incentives and infrastructure, F stands for finance and formalization, and E stands for education and empowerment. The ideas for each section were drafted in a very friendly and respectful environment. Month has also taught me that diplomacy is about cognitive flexibility, as drafting a resolution requires one to develop the mental ability to consider an issue from a variety of perspectives.
In my committee, WHO, we discussed about mental health. When I started to make my research of mental health for the conference, I realized how much mental health can affect any country. For instance, when researching about the topic, I found that more than 33% of all the countries allocate less than 1% of the total health budget to mental health. From this aspect, we can see the government's neglect of mental health and how much underrated this topic is, not being recognized as much as it should be.
We, the internationalists of EF Academy, engaged with current affairs, debating global issues that are personal to us in an international community. We participated in Model United Nations Conference, which is an academic simulation of United Nations. It's a platform which discusses about the history, culture, political structure, and current affairs between the countries and derive a solution with it. Model United Nations has a strong impact on individuals' life by building their confidence, eliminating their stage fears, but also exposure to a high level of diplomacy and international politics. Because we want to make global issues more personal, we are happy to invite you to think about current affairs and combine our efforts to change our world one international student at a time. Thank you.
The internationalists of the MUN Club at EF Academy would like to invite you to contribute to the Shoebox project this holiday season. What are you wishing for this Christmas? Here's an opportunity to share some holiday cheers and hope, all with others packed in a box. You can pack anything that a student might wish for. You may pack stationery, toys, school supplies, and other fun items. You may pack a shoebox full of things to give to someone else in need. You may pack a box on your own or even in groups and amongst your roommates. Put yourself in someone else's shoes. Spare a moment to think about what you can share. It is a small gesture that can bring a great smile. Drop off your shoebox at the front desk by next week. We are hoping to share 35 shoeboxes this season. Go ahead and help someone today.
And now let's look at some current affairs from different regions in the past week. Asia, China. The world's first gene-edited babies born in China in November, and the National Health Commission was unaware of it. Chinese scientists published a joint statement to criticize this unethical experiment. Do you like the idea of designing humans? What will the human gene pool look like in a few centuries later?
Next up, Europe. Russo-Ukrainian naval conflict. Recently, the Russian Navy attacked and captured 3 Ukrainian ships in the Black Sea, causing conflict between these two nations. These two nations have been having many conflicts with each other. This incident has happened before in 2014 when Russia annexed Crimea. Do you think that history is repeating itself? Where will this end?
United States. NASA spacecraft, Inside Mars Explorer, landed on Mars. What kind of new discoveries will the spacecraft bring to us for the next 2 Earth years? Will Mars' mysterious past be unveiled by the next lander? Should Congress input more budgets for NASA or raise investments on the social welfare of American society?
Middle East. One of the Syrian radio has been shot dead for criticizing the current president of Syria, President Bashar al-Assad, and the infamous terrorist group ISIS. This incident shows how little their freedom of speech are. Should they have more freedom of speech? How important do you think freedom of speech are to people? Share your opinion with your classmates and your teacher. Thank you for listening.
We'll see you next time.
In other news, last Friday marked the first day of snow, and students have not shied away from having fun outside, making impressive snowballs and snowmen. Be sure to keep warm because we'll be having much more of that as we move into winter.
Also, we hope you are all looking forward to winter break. Here at EFTV, we will have a feature on how winter break was for each of you, including some picture and video from the community. If you would like to share your pictures or videos from winter break to be featured in the next episode, tag EFTV or EF Academy Live on Instagram, or you can simply message us directly and follow us on the Instagram page EFTV_New York as well.
Thank you for watching.
And we will see you next time.